my boy! Home at last! Oh.
Is it over?
Oh, the Ammonites are defeated, Abigail. And not a moment too soon. It's almost Passover. Has the lamb been selected?
Inspected and approved by the Levites this morning.
The rite's been performed.
They didn't say. I can...
No, I want to do it. Daniel, come with me. Ah, here it is. This is our lamb. Exactly 1 year old. Spotless. The Passover is in 6 days, which means today is the day we have to anoint his feet.
But why, Abba?
Because he's going to come live with us in our house for 5 days. We have to mark him as special and keep him clean, understand?
Clean?
Yes. Because after 5 days, we're going to offer him as a sacrifice to atone for our sins. The oil smells good, right? This is the sacrifice of the Lord's Passover. For he passed over the houses of the people of Israel in Egypt when he struck the Egyptians but spared our houses. Even the royal family eats unleavened bread during Passover.
When God redeemed our people and set us free in Egypt through Moses, our ancestors had to leave so fast that there was no time to let the bread rise. So they took their dough before the yeast was added and carried it on their shoulders in kneading bowls, bound up in cloaks.
And God commanded us never to forget. I have one more Passover story to tell you. One that goes all the way back to that very day they left with no time to let the bread rise. This is a bridle.
To the man walking out of the tomb. They did not see him go in, which means it could have been staged.
Why would so many people have come to Shiva if the person wasn't actually dead?
He has orchestrated more elaborate spectacles in the past.
I was bleeding for 12 years and my faith in him healed me. That's no illusion.
Who can corroborate the facts of your supposed previous condition?
Are we really getting into this?
And where is Jesus now? Will he show up for the feast?
I doubt he would miss the Passover.
Unless he has something to hide. The coward won't show his face. He is no coward.
How can you call him a coward? When not a week ago he stood up to you and other leaders when you tried to stone and arrest him.
We do not take blasphemy lightly. The law commands we put to death false prophets. You would have us shrink from our duty.
I know what happened to me.
And I know what happened to me.
He's the Christ. And instead of embracing his power, you feel threatened by it. Because he will be your authority when he is king.
Insolent witch! You will recant your statement.
Or what? You'll stone her too?
Tell us more about Jesus.
If I understood any of this, it would be remarkable, wouldn't it? Jews from every corner of the known world could do without the endless slaughtering of lambs, the shrieking, the blood.
You've read the story. What's to understand?
I guess care is what I meant. If I cared, it would be remarkable.
Tell yourself whatever you like, Pontius. But I bet if I look in your library, I'll find a piece of flatbread.
Stop it. You know I've eaten it all. Why has Tiberius not sent more troops? He knows the scope of this pilgrimage. The population doubles and doubles again.
It's more than just the numbers. It's the fervor. Maybe Caesar's testing you. To see if you can have 1 week without incident?
Test I intend to pass. With your help.
Oh,
Atticus! Have you heard about the ghost?
What ghost?
Everyone is talking about the ghost of Bethany.
That ghost.
It's true then.
So what if it was? Raising of the dead. Corpse 1 minute, fully restored the next.
The superstitious madness knows no end.
So you don't believe it?
Of course not. Right?
I have seen some things that I can't explain. I haven't decided if it matters or not.
Well, Jews have rallied around lesser phenomena before, with lethal consequences.
Now you're thinking clearly, Governor. For them, it doesn't matter if it's true. It only matters if they think it is.
See, what concerns me is that it concerns Caiaphas. I don't know if he believes it or not, but I can tell he's spooked.
Caiaphas, yeah. Well, he probably doesn't believe it, but he is spooked that the people do. It's all right. They'll be fine. You just need to know whether the arrival of a Jewish sorcerer is a good thing or very bad for them. Yes?
Yes.
This one is called Cove. 3 parts myrrh, 2 parts cassia. Lovely for burning to purify a house. 10 denarii. And this one is Cleopatra. 4 parts cypress, 1 part myrtle in rose oil. Very good for skin and hair. 15 denarii, top shelf. Not top shelf enough. Excuse me? I want to see your oils that aren't for sale. I know you have them. I've been to dinner with many wealthy people. I only bring those out for my most loyal and liquid customers. Wait here. Derived from a rare flowering honeysuckle varietal high in the Nepal mountains, used to anoint kings in China and India, protected in a premium alabaster vessel for temperature control. Pure spikenard. How many ounces would you like? The whole jar. My, you are charming, dear. But truly, what do you think? 1.5 ounces. I said the whole jar. It's not possible. This jar would cost more than half a year's wages, and I need the supply to satisfy my wealthiest clientele. And it would take me several months to obtain another jar. You need to listen. This is for the most important king the world has ever known. $300 denarii. A full year's wages.
can take the rest of the year off.
Whether by sorcery or necromancy or other dark arts, we can no longer deny that these so-called signs have been escalating in performance, each more outlandish and hysteria-inducing than the one before.
We say they are just performances. But what about the resurrection of one Lazarus of Bethany?
There is no proof. And rumors like this are exactly why this rogue is a pox to this entire institution.
Has no one in this room considered the implications if this man was indeed brought back from death?
That's what we're doing right now.
No! We are strategizing how to keep the status quo and hoping these signs cannot be.
On this issue, I am with Gedera. Jesus of Nazareth is not Elijah the Tishbite. Only Elijah can raise people from the dead.
What if he is Elijah? Honored Nicodemus encountered him in Capernaum and observed...
Sit down, Yusuf. Nicodemus is recovering from illness, but I am certain he would agree. You do not know what you say.
My own father was at the Shiva for Lazarus and witnessed the miracle.
Everyone, please listen. The possibly false teachings of Jesus of Nazareth and purported signs are the very reason I came to study in Jerusalem in the first place. I have the most complete record of his words and deeds. This matter of Elijah, it bears investigating. I will go to Bethany and ask him myself if he claims to be Elijah.
We don't have any more questions, Shmuel. The man claimed to be God at the Feast of Dedication.
If we let him go on like this, everyone will believe in him. I'm seeing it firsthand even now. And Rome will want to prevent a revolt. Pilate will come and take away our positions here in Sanhedrin, and then destroy our entire nation.
Exactly, this is the future we can expect.
High Priest Caiaphas, may I go?
Gedera, you know nothing at all. I have already been given a prophecy from God, and I believe it is about this exactly. The prophecy is that a man will die for the people so that our nation will not perish. This may be that man. We will hand him over ourselves before there is an uprising. Rome will not destroy us. They will be grateful.
The only answer is immediate arrest and execution, as Caiaphas
I did not say immediate. We are not legally allowed to execute anyone with the exception of a ritual stoning within the temple courts. If his death is to be public and a spectacle, it must be done by Rome. If we move too quickly, they won't recognize the favor we've done them.
But how?
Herod Antipas and his court will be arriving in Jerusalem for the festival soon. They'll be attending the annual state dinner with Pilate's administration. I'll see to it the topic is brought up.
He is pathetic. And also, we ought not to be endorsing his attendance at the state dinner.
Making sure our voice is heard is not the same as endorsing it, Shemai. I will make sure a letter is waiting at Herod's compound in the city when he arrives. This meeting is adjourned.
This is no longer about God to them, Yusuf.
You're just now noticing.
I have recently suspected some of them to be utterly void of conscience, goodwill, or true devotion to Torah, but this proves it beyond all doubt.
What are you going to do?
Your father was at Bethany for the raising.
Yes, he was a close friend of Lazarus.
Could he arrange a meeting with Jesus? I've observed the man. I've confronted him, even prayed with him, but never conversed openly without an agenda.
You don't have an agenda now?
If it is true that he has power over life and death, then...
Surely must be. My father is a rational man, not given to
Because
sensationalism.
I simply want to know what his intentions are. After all, we want the same things, don't we? to uphold the faith and honor God's law.
I wonder if it's as simple as that.
I'm not suggesting any of this is simple. But we in Sanhedrin have been only reactionary toward Jesus. Perhaps all of us, myself included, have been too quick to take offense to his words. I had not considered the sum of his teachings and deeds as worthy of a fair and open-minded inquiry.
Sanhedrin is well beyond that.
Your father could at least get us to Lazarus, right?
That much I know, yes.
Then let's go to him immediately. There is little time to waste.
That time of year again.
Peter.
It's Gaius. Please.
Gaius.
The Passover always makes my job a little easier. The town nearly empties.
I will imagine so. Will you miss us?
It's not like we get to just take the week off. Who is it that stays behind?
The elderly, those with child, the infirm, and their caretakers.
Makes sense.
But they still observe the Seder meal.
Yes. Seder. I am aware.
You can expect to see an uptick in demand at the market for apples and walnuts and cinnamon for the crosette.
Apples, walnuts, cinnamon.
Will you be making your own?
Not this year. You will be with your husband for the holiday?
That's the plan, yes.
And that means you will also see...
Yes, hopefully. I can't imagine not.
It's strange. I wish I could go with you all.
I mean, you could.
No. No, it caused trouble, and I have my family to think of, my full family, thanks to him. Please, send word to Jesus of my gratitude and love.
I will.
And tell Peter I said, shalom, shalom. Okay? Make sure you say it twice.
I wouldn't do it any other way.
And tell Matthew that...
Yes?
Just make sure he's all right.
All right, everybody, time to go.
You sure you don't want to come?
Let's go.
the city. Never seen it so crowded for Passover before.
Telling you it's because of all of these rumors about
Please, God.
magician from Nazareth.
Some place for a magician to come from. Who'd he learn his tricks from? A goat?
He'll be coming for the feast, yes?
I hope so. I've been hoping to meet him for a long time. He sounds so entertaining.
Your Honor, this is from High Priest Caiaphas. Apparently, it's urgent.
Caiaphas?
It's nice, by the way. So, Lazarus, 6 days to go. Have you selected your lamb?
Yes, he's out back. I just need to perform the rites, bring him in. Whenever you're here, I seem to neglect all my duties.
Oh, you're not neglectful. We just have to soak up our time together.
Are we expecting someone?
Well, no one knows where Mary is, but she wouldn't knock.
Oh, we should be careful who we let in these days.
Agreed.
Arnan!
Martha!
Much better circumstances than the last time you came to my door. Come in.
Thank you.
It's Arnan.
Ah, Lazarus. Rabbi. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Please, I don't mean to interrupt. I brought with me here a member of the Sanhedrin.
Well.
You remember me?
Of course I do.
Well, I'm relieved I had not made a great mistake in bringing him here. And the newcomer to the Sanhedrin. This is my...
He gave warning in Jotapata that people were looking for you.
I was looking for you.
Well, you found me. And congratulations to you both on your appointments. Capernaum's finest. Please, will you join us? Please.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Please.
This is a tremendous opportunity for a strategic alliance. Yeah, we'll see.
Rabbi, we have reason to believe that there is danger lying in wait for you at the highest levels of temple leadership.
I would not have expected that. I'm joking. Go on.
Jesus of Nazareth, your situation has become a matter of life and death.
It has always been.
They tried to stone him in the temple courts.
What we mean is, your fame has gone beyond fame. It's not just many in numbers, but much in debate. Lately, it's because of him.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll try not to die next time.
No, it's all part of the plan.
Your ruin? That's part of your plan? Because that's where this is headed.
Is that what you've come to tell me?
You've called yourself the Son of Man.
Here we go again.
I'm not here to contest that or take offense this time. I'm open.
I can tell. I see it in your eyes.
If you are who you say you are, what is your plan? The entire city of Jerusalem is eagerly awaiting your arrival for Passover, some with open arms, others with daggers. Do you have an army we don't know about? If you are more than a rabbi, you will have more than just Rome to overthrow, but also many religious leaders. They will not join you in your quest.
Perhaps you can help them do so. This is the week.
Rabbi Shmuel, what would you like to see?
Regardless of who, what is your hope for a Messiah?
To usher in a new Davidic kingdom that drives out our oppressors and restores justice and glory for Israel.
Glory?
Yes. on a glorious throne, with prosperity for all, a new golden age, with Israel as the light to the nations, revealing God to the peoples of the world.
And you? What will you do in that day?
Worship, serve, I hope. How could I possibly know until that day comes?
I will tell you. When the Son of Man comes in his glory, and all the angels with him, then he will sit on his glorious throne. Before him will be gathered nations, and he will separate people one from another, as a shepherd separates the sheep from the goats. And he will place the sheep on the right, but the goats on the left. Then the king will say to those on his right, "Come, you who are blessed by my Father, inherit the kingdom that has been prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me food. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you welcomed me. I was naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came to me." Then the righteous will answer him, saying, "Lord, when did we do these things for you?" Then the king will answer, "Truly, I say to you, as you did it to one of the least of these, my brothers, you did it to me." Then he will say to those on his left, "Depart from me, for I was hungry, and you gave me no food. I was thirsty, and you gave me no drink. I was a stranger, and you did not welcome me. Naked, and you did not clothe me. Sick and in prison, and you did not visit me." Then they will answer him, saying, "Lord, when did we see you hungry, or thirsty, or a stranger, or naked, or sick, or in prison, and did not minister to you?" Then he will answer them, saying, "As you did not do it to one of the least of these, you did not do it to me."
This is a hard teaching.
I do not know how to make it less so.
The Son of Man, the Messiah, is identified with the lowest of all people? The hungry, the poor, the stranger.
It's what I've been preaching from my opening sentence on the Mount.
But what of all the Torah requirements and traditions upheld by our forefathers?
The prophet Micah distilled such things down to their essence, and you overlooked it. He has told you, O man, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you but to do justice and to love kindness and to walk humbly
with your God? Yes, but how do you harmonize that with the parting conclusion of Kohelet in the Ketuvim? The end of the matter, all has been heard. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
A new commandment I give you, that you love one another, just as I have loved you. By this, all people will know that you are my disciples, that you have love for one another.
What of the temple? The sacrifices, the law, the feasts? Are not keeping these how nations will know we are God's people?
The temple, the sacrifices, the law, the feasts, all fulfilled in me.
You would do away with them?
I said fulfilled, not done away.
I don't understand the difference.
Keeping the law is a response to God's love. But now that I am here, there